last night I was thinking about, well, you may remember I took my mandrel here and I just sort of snapped it into the Morse taper. Well, you would think that everything should be perfectly lined up. But then I was editing out my video and I was noticing that I remembered that, so let me loosen this here, that in order to get this to, line up with the hole here, I had to lift this up just a tiny bit. And then I was recalling what one of the viewers said, and I think he said something like this, that what he does is he has everything loose, and then he gets this on here, and then he tightens it that way. And to me, that would probably also include the Morse taper. You wouldn't snap that in tight because it's possible, if it's not machined quite right, it could go in a little bit this way or a little bit, you know what I'm trying to say. It would be very minute, but it might make a difference. So I'm going to just try that. I'm going to loosen absolutely everything, even this, and see if it makes a difference here. Just get everything loose. Now, in all likelihood, it's not going to make a huge difference, but it'll make me feel better. Okay. I'll just tap this loose again. Okay, everything is loose. Okay. I'll just take this off. You can see here it's quite a bit of play. Now I'm going to line it up. Now, here's something else you got to remember. This is not a precision lathe. You see, there's a little bit of play there. So if there's play that way, there's probably inaccuracy this way as well. You know what I'm trying to say. It's not like my metal lathe. Now, I know you people are going to say, yeah, but when you clamp it tight, it'll straighten itself out. No, it won't. It'll tighten in that position. See, this way, that way, that way. It doesn't straighten itself out when you tighten it up, as the metal lathe does, because the ways on this are designed differently. Anyway, I'm starting to bore you here. Okay. All right, now that's nice and loose. Okay, now I'll tighten this. I'll run this up just a little bit. Okay, so I may not be doing this in the correct order, but now this doesn't have to be real tight, I found. Now, and like I say, this is probably not going to make any difference. However, like I say, I now sort of feel better. Okay, now I know something else that doesn't work. I'm turning at a little over 2000 RPM here, and you're going to notice that I've switched back to the wide tool rest. Well, the narrow tool rest is just not comfortable, and if I don't have to use it, why be uncomfortable? Now I know where there's a roughing gouge for sale. It's only been used by a little old man, well maybe he's not so little, and he doesn't know how to hold it properly and refuses to learn, but he has really good luck with the scraper, so he sticks to his scraper. Anyway, there's this roughing gouge for sale. Anybody want to buy a roughing gouge? I know I could have gone a little bit closer to the bushings, but you know, I've never had one fly apart on me when I was sanding it down the rest of the day with sandpaper, but I can remember a couple of times when I tried to get a little closer to the bushings, and all of a sudden, kablooey, I was screwed. Anyway, I'm going to do the second one exactly the same way. And then we'll do the wet sanding, see what we've got. I started sanding at 150 grit and worked my way up to 1500 grit sandpaper. Then I did the wet sanding with the micro mesh like I'm doing here. Started out at 1500 micro mesh, and now I'm just finishing off at 12,000. Now I'm going to be doing a little bit of polishing, but I really don't think it's going to look a whole lot better than it does right now. I don't know if the polish actually does anything. It must, but I don't see it. Maybe it's my eyes. I guess you know what we're going to be doing tomorrow. That's right, we press.